A Madison man believes that a brand new board designed to hold police accountable was illegally formed and ought to be redone. And he is now suing the city for violating his constitutional rights. Jamie Perez spoke with that man as well as the city attorney. He says the Police Civilian Oversight Board is built the way it is for good reason. Jamie?
So the city has certain requirements in electing those 13 board members. That includes requiring at least one Asian person, one Latinx person, and one Native American person, and at least 50% of the board needed to include black people. Now, the law firm says that the city's decision to hold seats on the board specifically for certain races is unconstitutional.
If we have to have this board, I would hope that it would be more inclusive.
David Blaska said he applied for a seat on Madison's new Police Civilian Oversight Board last year, but was rejected. He believes he was already at a disadvantage because he's white.
That disqualified me from the get-go.
There are 2 white people who are currently serving on the board, but Blaska said having any racial requirements.
I think that's wrong. I think that's un-American.
I believe that the city council's action was legal and was constitutional.
City Attorney Michael Haas made it clear that people of color have historically been disadvantaged, have had more police contact, and higher incarceration rates.
It was important that we hear from those individuals, and they have an opportunity to participate in the board.
Madison Mayor Satie Rhodes Conway said that the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, which filed the suit for Blaska, wants to, quote, tear down the Civilian Oversight Board because they won't recognize the expertise that over-policed communities bring. But Blaska's attorney said regardless of the history or what policing looks like, it's discrimination.
The problem here is that Madison is reserving certain seats for members of various racial groups. That type of explicit racial preference and quota is unconstitutional.
One of the main goals of the lawsuit is to disband the current board and re-elect members without taking race into consideration.
The whole concept of this Civilian Police Oversight Board is looking at the wrong subject. Police are not the problem in Madison. Crime is. And we should be looking not at race, but at behavior.
This is not simply to help communities of color, although that's an important goal. It's to help our police department and our government, our society in general.
And Haas says the city will send the suit to its liability insurance carrier, and they will decide if outside counsel will represent them or if they will handle it in-house.